This is Pfizer's latest weapon in the war against COVID. It's called Paxlovid, an antiviral treatment designed to be taken in the first 3 to 5 days after symptoms begin. It reduces the risk of severe disease by almost 90%, and it's just been authorised for use in the USA.
Having a therapy that's available as a tablet
It's actually one tablet every 12 hours for 5 days.
is going to make a huge difference. We're going to be able to use this very much in community settings without people needing to come into hospitals to get infusions of some of the other therapies.
Australia has 500,000 courses of Paxlovid on order, but with a production time of 6 to 8 months, they're unlikely to get here in time to help with the current boom in cases. AstraZeneca also has an impressive new treatment called Tialled, offering hope to severely immunocompromised people who don't respond well to vaccines. Like a vaccine, Tialled is injected into muscle, but it contains a cocktail of 2 antibodies that have been modified to last longer in your system. Human trials show it can reduce the chance of getting COVID by 77% for up to 1 year.
They won't replace vaccination, but what they do is provide antibodies to people that perhaps might not have mounted a response or had the opportunity to get vaccinated, and to protect them and stop them progressing to severe disease.
Australia also has a promising new preventative which is just beginning human trials. A nasal spray containing the inexpensive blood thinner heparin. It wraps around the virus, stopping it from infecting you or you infecting others.
To keep the upper hand with this virus, we're going to need to use all of the available tools. It's a big step. Having oral therapies, the long-acting antibodies are going to be a huge part of this, and seeing those progress through the stages of development and hopefully be able to be used soon is very exciting.
Well, Professor Gary Anderson is the director of the Lung Health Research Centre at the University of Melbourne, where the new nasal spray is being developed, and he joins us now. Professor, the potential of this nasal spray seems enormous. Tell us how it works.
Well, the way that it works is to attack one of the fundamental weaknesses in the COVID virus. When we get a COVID infection, the virus attacks our nose, and it does that by latching onto a molecule called heparin on the cell surface. Now, as soon as that was realised, we knew that we could take a medically used product, heparin, which has a structure very close to heparin, and use it to neutralise the virus and prevent it from infecting.
And apparently it works in both directions. It can stop you getting infected and stop you infecting others. Is that right?
Yes, that's the potential of the intervention. It should be able to neutralise the virus and prevent it from infecting cells, but then if the virus is secreted into your nose, it will neutralise it and prevent it being transmitted to others. So we can see 2 potential uses for it.
Human trials kick off in February. How long after that before doctors can start actually administering it?
The trial will kick off in February. It will take about 6 months, and then the data will be analysed. And if the effect is proven to be strong and useful, then it could enter medical practice at the end of the year.
Professor, now that we've almost got this new nasal spray technology, does this mean we can almost stop worrying about COVID for good?
I think we should be very cautious about COVID now and make sure that we're vaccinated and that we receive boosters. These are the very best protection. These nasal sprays will be something you would use on top of vaccination, and particularly in very vulnerable populations like pregnant women, the elderly, those with immune compromised, to provide further protection.
Professor, at a difficult time for lots of people, you give us a lot of hope. Thanks so much for your time this evening.
Thank you very much for your interest in the project.
It's great to have some good news on this, and within that, I mean, it's all about the compound effect, isn't it? You know, you've got these sort of nasal sprays when they're on the market. You've got the fact that we've already got vaccines which reduce your chances of getting it or passing it on. When you add it all up, it's such a better outcome than where we started 2 years ago.
Are you saying we've finished COVID?
I'm saying the pandemic's over. You can take that to the bank.
That's it.
You heard it?
He didn't say that.
No.
He takes
I'm worried
it back.
about showbiz people. Will they be able to put something up their nose? I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kenny.
No one
And you're
does.
worried about me.
It's happening on both sides tonight.
Listen, we're the Christmas elves.
Oh, we are. We did the colours.